that was really embarrassing. Like, let's go, let's graduate. I've been working on rewriting one of my novels right now. He told me I should think about trying to get it published. It's like tripped and I lost my train of thought. That would be really, really bad if I showed up without that. But now looking at it, I think there are a couple of problem areas. Trying to fix that sun, but okay, can you see me? I'm not sure, but hey, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another college vlog. How are you guys doing? I feel like we haven't talked in a while. I'm doing so well. If you didn't notice, and I'm totally not offended if you didn't notice, I took like a 2-week break from posting these vlogs and any kind of videos. I've still been working on stuff, I just haven't been posting things, and I've been so productive over these last couple of weeks because I haven't been like constantly editing and stuff. I've been doing rewrites for a book that I've been working on forever. I finally had time to like really focus on that again. I've been working out again, getting back into running outside because the weather's been nice. I've been super productive with like applying for jobs and doing interviews and school stuff. It's been a really good 2 weeks, very restful and also productive. It was a much needed break, but I'm ready to come back to the videos, so I'm really excited about that. I hope you guys have been doing well and had a good couple of weeks. I've also been reading again. I'm almost done reading Neverworld Wake by Marisha Pessl, which has been on my TBR forever, so I'm really glad I finally got to that. But yeah, today in particular is a very busy day. This whole week is gonna be very busy. I have a ton going on, so I think it'll be an interesting vlog. Right now I'm just heading to work. I'm gonna grab a cup of coffee, and I'm gonna have to leave work early today to manage to get everything done. I saw that I just had an email from my boss pop up on my phone, but obviously like I can't read it right now, so hopefully it doesn't say don't come in today because I'm coming in. Even though it's like 30 degrees and I'm wearing gloves because I've been so cold, I got an iced coffee. I don't know, it's like it was warm one day and I picked up an iced coffee that day, and once you start with the iced coffee trend for the year, you just keep going, you just can't stop, and now I'm on the iced coffee until next winter. That's just how it works. But yeah, I have a meeting with my seminar professor about my capstone project, my like final portfolio for my major at 12:45, and that usually wouldn't be a problem, except right now I'm looking after my friend's dog because she's at work all day and he's a new puppy, so I go over to her house over my lunch block to like let him out and play with him and stuff. So I usually get out of work at 12, so I usually go over there at 12:30, but since I have that meeting at 12:45 today, obviously that's not gonna work. So, and then I have a class right afterwards, so I can't do it after either, and also I need to eat lunch at some point in there. So I'm gonna try and leave work at 11 instead of 12 today, just so I have time to get all of that done. And then on top of everything else, it's my senior reading tonight, which is a part of my major. I have to participate in it. It's not a big deal, it's just gonna take up a big chunk of my time. I have to go, it's like this big room full of people in the major, like the faculty, younger students and stuff, and you have to get up at the podium and read some of your work, some of your writing to show you what you've been working on. Which is fine, but it's only a 5-minute requirement for every person, but since every single person is going, that's gonna add up to being like 2 or 3 hours. And since it's by alphabetical order, since my last name is Wismer, I'm gonna have to sit there and wait for at least 2 hours before I get to go. So when I show up, I'm not gonna be nervous, but after sitting there and waiting for 2 hours, I'm gonna be nervous. So I just got back from work. It's about 11:20. I'm gonna put these on instead of these. And of course, all of the close by parking lots were full, so I had to park literally in the last spot in the farthest away parking lot. And I'm gonna have to head back out there in like a second, but it's fine. It just means I'm getting my steps in. But yeah, I'm about to go head over and take care of Henry, but I think I'm gonna drop by the mailroom first to see if I have a package. I've been checking the mailroom every single day for weeks religiously because I have a video that I'm working on right now, which part of it I'm working with a brand, part of it I'm not, and so I filmed all of the parts that I'm not, and that's like all ready to go. I still have to film the like sit down part that has to do with this brand, and so of course they're like emailing me asking me about it, and I'm like, I know, but I'm waiting on one other thing to get here in the mail before I can film that part, so I'm really hoping it shows up today so I can finally just film that last piece of the video and have it ready to go. It's getting very frustrating, so hopefully it's here today. I haven't gotten an email saying that I have a package, so I'm not hopeful. But then I'm gonna go and take care of Henry until like 12:30, and then I think I can still get back here in time for my 12:45 meeting. I'm just gonna pack up my backpack now so I'm ready to go to class later, and I also need to get to a printer at some point to print out the piece that I'm gonna be reading tonight, because that would be really bad if I showed up without that. freezing, and now since I've been running around I'm like sweating. But I went and picked up a black bean salad with some raspberry dressing for lunch, which will be great. And I checked my mailbox and my package was there. I wasn't expecting that, but that's a really big relief. So ideally I would love to film that video today. I just don't know if I'm gonna have time. Now it's time to go spend some time with Henry, which I love doing, just getting to spend some time with the dog. It helps me miss my dogs just a little bit less. Not much though, because my dogs are my dogs. I just don't understand why I am always so busy. You guys always commented on it too. Like, is anyone else who's like a senior in are you this busy all the time, or is it just me? I just don't understand. So I just got back from my meeting with my professor and then also my class meeting with my group, which both went pretty well. My meeting with my professor was actually just like, I was so tired and just out of it that I was useless for it, but it was very nice. He was very complimentary of my writing because basically he just like read over my full portfolio and just answered any like questions I had over it and just like general feedback and stuff. And I hadn't realized that this class up till now I've only submitted like poetry and nonfiction stuff for workshops, so he's never read any of my fiction, which is obviously like what I prefer to do. And so I had like a couple of chapters from the sci-fi novel actually that I was working on over the summer. If you guys have been here since the summer, I had the first 2 chapters of that in there. And he was just like, I had no idea that you were like so good at writing fiction, like notably good, like this is really good. And I was just like, thanks. It's actually really nice to hear, kind of like I needed that validation right now, especially I think I mentioned this in like the first clip of me driving, that I've been in the middle of rewrites and stuff for a different project right now. I think it's really easy when you're like revising and editing and stuff to just feel like you're terrible and everything's terrible. So to have someone else read my stuff and be like, this is actually good, I kind of needed to hear that right now. But in between my meeting with him and then my class, I actually just sat in the library and I got all of my homework that's due tomorrow done, I'm pretty sure, so that's a really big relief. It's about 3:15 now. I'm trying to decide if I want to go to the gym or not because I do want to work out. If I want to work out, this is the only time I'm gonna have to do it because I have my reading tonight. But if I work out and get all sweaty and gross now, I'm gonna have to get ready because I'm gonna have to look nice tonight. Do you see the problem? So it's about 6:30 and I'm just getting ready and I'm about to head over to do the reading tonight. It's at 7, but we have to be there at 6:45. And like, I'm a little bit nervous for it. Like obviously like getting up in front of everyone and reading is not my idea of a good time. But also I don't think it's gonna be that big of a deal. I'm in like a really small major, so like I've been in the same classes with these same people for the last 4 years, so we all know each other really well. It's been kind of cool like watching their work change from like when I first had class with them freshman year and stuff, you know? So I think it should go okay. I'm anticipating it being a pretty small crowd. We're hoping. I'm just really hoping it's not gonna take like a super long time because I don't want to be there all night. So it's about 9:30 now and I just got back from the reading. It actually didn't take that long. It took probably about an hour and a half. But then after like everyone who came to listen left, all of the seniors stayed to like take pictures and they had champagne for us and stuff, so it was really cute. We just got to like hang out and talk to all of the professors in the department and stuff, which is really nice, you know. It was actually a lot more fun than I was expecting to. Not that like part of me reading that was really embarrassing, but I think it went really well. I got like the entire room laughing several times while I was reading, and I had lots of people come up to me afterwards asking how it ended because I only read like 2 pages. So that went better than I was expecting it to. And it was just kind of fun hanging out with people in my major. I'm not like really close friends with any of them, but I genuinely like all of them. So yeah, it was better than I was expecting. I have to get up in the morning for class tomorrow, but it's not like late enough that I want to go to bed, so I think I might pour myself a glass of wine and work on a chapter of my book because I haven't worked on it very much today. Good morning, happy Tuesday. So it's about 9:30 and I'm just getting ready for my 10 o'clock class, and for once I've like already printed out my homework. I actually think this is the first time I've done that this semester. I've printed out my homework ahead of time so I don't have to leave early to go do that. But yeah, today should be a cool day because it's not like a regular class. We have the author of How to Fall in Love with Anyone coming to visit us. She actually graduated from here, and so we read this book over the semester obviously, so she's coming to talk to our class about like writing and post-grad life and stuff like that. And then she's doing like a bigger reading for people who aren't in our class tonight in the ballroom, which I also have to go to, so my day is just gonna be full of her. But I'm definitely looking forward to it. I think it'll be really interesting. And then I also have my 1 o'clock class, but those are really the only plans for today so far. Yeah, I've kind of mentioned this like briefly throughout this vlog that I've been working on rewriting one of my novels right now, and I'm really trying to make a point to like make this a more regular thing, because I find that like my writing is the one thing that always falls on the back burner when my life gets busy, because I feel guilty working on that when I have other things to do, which is stupid. And so I've made it my goal to just work on it for just like at least a little bit every single day. At least this is revisions, and I'm rewriting a new draft of this instead of like originally drafting, because I think revisions are easier to like squeeze in here and there rather than like drafting. I don't know, that's just me. But right now I'm using the website Pacemaker. I've talked about this in some other writing blogs. I really like this website, but you can see it like shows you your progress every single day and how many words you write, and then this is like the goal to like get to where you want to be at a certain day, because you like give it a deadline. But yeah, I've only been tracking for like the last 4 days or so, but as you can see, I'm ahead of schedule. And it's also kind of hard to track this way when you're doing rewrites, because this is by word count, and obviously I'm not like adding a ton of words, but I'm just going by like how many words I am into the manuscript as I go like chapter by chapter. I don't know if I'm explaining this well at all, but that's been my big project lately. That's what I've been really focusing on when I'm not doing, you know, my usual stuff. I'm about to lose the best parking spot I think I've ever had. It's 12 o'clock and I am crashing. I'm gonna go grab a cup of coffee to try and pick myself up before my 1 o'clock class. I like to listen to like instrumental music while I'm writing and while I'm studying and stuff to like help me focus, and I forgot that was the last thing I listened to on my Spotify, so I got in the car and this like violin started blaring. But yeah, we are halfway through the day. I am struggling so much this morning. I don't know why. I almost like passed out in my class. I was just sitting there like, I can't. So we're gonna get a cup of coffee, and I'm so close to the end, you guys. I have 10 days of classes left because I don't have classes on Friday, and that's honestly being generous. I have less than 10 days because I don't even meet for my one class anymore. It's just meeting with my group to work on our project. So formally I have like 5 days of classes left. Can you tell that I'm just ready to be done? This has actually got me like thinking a lot, because you know, I'm about to be done and graduate, and I went to school obviously very far away from home, and this isn't some place that I ever see myself coming back to. Like, I go to school in a very small town in the middle of nowhere in Virginia. Like, what are the odds I'm ever gonna come back here? And so even though like 99% of me is like, let's go, let's graduate, like I'm ready to go, and I'm totally just like over this, I'm over sitting in a classroom, I'm over the like drama of college and stuff, but I also know that like once I'm gone, I'm gonna miss it here. These 4 years, this has been a really good place for me. I'm really glad that I ended up coming here, and I've had some amazing times while I've been here. I've had some like really shitty things happen while I've been here, and I've gone through some really hard stuff, but I've also had like really good experiences. So it's this weird limbo of like, I'm so ready to be done, but also knowing that like this is something I'm really gonna miss. Like, this was a really big part of my life, and I'm never gonna be in the same place as all of these friends again, because we're all from different places. I'm probably never gonna be here. I've come to love this weird little small town, and my campus is beautiful, and you know, this has become my second home for 4 years. So I haven't gotten like emotional about it yet, but I feel like I'm going to the closer we get. It's a weird feeling. Oh, also, I'm just gonna talk about this right now before I forget about it, because I'm thinking about it. Some of you guys have been asking me like when the April playlist video is gonna go live, because I like to do the music playlist videos pretty much every month. And the answer is I don't know. And I'm sorry if you guys have been looking forward to that. I'm like, I have one, but my playlist for April is like really short so far. Like, I haven't found a lot of new music that I'm loving lately, and I've honestly just been listening to my March playlist still, because I'm still like obsessed with it. So I might combine months and do one in May, because so far I think my April playlist only has like 11 songs on it, which is like, I don't know. If you were looking forward to that video, let me know if you would rather me wait and do like a longer one, or if you want the short version this month. So it's about 4 o'clock now. I just spent the last like hour or so filming for that video that I was talking about, the last little parts of it and stuff. So now I just have to edit it, and then I should be good to go, which is a relief. Yeah, it's like 4 o'clock. I think I have to be at the reading at 7 or 7:30. It's 7:30. So I would like to work out between then and now, have some dinner. And I don't think I have any homework. I could like work on my group paper, but it's not like due tomorrow or anything, so. Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday, April 3rd at 8:20 in the morning, and I'm about to head to work. I tripped on my way up here. I had something funny to tell you, and now I can't remember what it was, because I tripped and I lost my train of thought. That's okay. I don't really have too much of an update for you, because there's nothing really unordinary about today. I guess I'll start driving and maybe I'll remember the funny thing. but right now I can't remember the funny thing. Okay, I remembered the thing I wanted to talk to you guys about, because I do something so weird and I want to know if other people do this. So like, I don't sleepwalk, but I do weird things in my sleep. The like most basic and probably easiest to explain is like, if I go to sleep in a sweatshirt, I'll wake up without it. Like obviously I got hot in the middle of the night, so I took it off at some point, but I never remember waking up or anything. But sometimes I'll do weird things in my sleep. Like I'll wake up and I'll have taken out my nose ring, and my nose ring will be in my hand when I wake up. And like this morning, I had taken off my Fitbit. Like I took off my watch in my sleep. Like I don't ever remember doing these things, and I don't know why I would do these things, but I wake up and something's different. And I just want to know if anyone else does that, because I think it's so weird but kind of funny. Anyway, yeah, like I was saying, there's nothing super like out of the ordinary today. I just have work, and then I'm gonna meet with my group. Our big presentations start next week, so I'm starting to get a little stressed about that because we haven't done any work on the presentation. It's very weird because the presentation is on what we've been writing the paper on, but the presentation is due before the paper's due. The paper's not due for like weeks, but our presentations start next week. So we've been doing all of this work on the paper and we've done no work on the presentation. I mean, like, we're gonna present on what we've been writing the paper on, but we haven't like actually started making the PowerPoint or practicing or anything. And the presentation's worth a lot. So I don't know, it's just a weird, I don't understand why it's due before the paper's due. I think that's very weird. But yeah, so I think we're gonna start making the PowerPoint and stuff today. And at least for myself, I'm gonna start practicing because it's like a topic I'm not super comfortable teaching people about, because like I'm not an expert on immigration. Like, who's gonna listen to me? So I need to practice to make myself feel better so I don't look as nervous, because we get graded on if we look nervous while we're doing this, which is going to make me more nervous. So that's what's happening today. So I just got out of work and it went pretty well. I actually got to do stuff today. I mean, I always get to do stuff, but I got to do stuff that was actually kind of fun. Lately, I've just been doing like a lot of like tedious stuff, just because that's kind of the nature of like the magazine publishing. Like sometimes there's like fun things to do, but a lot of times it's like updating spreadsheets, tallying votes, and like stuff like that. And so of course I always get the like very tedious stuff. So I've been doing that for like weeks. So I finally got a break from that today, and now I have 21 blog posts to write about weddings. So that'll definitely take me a while, but that's actually like fun, and I would definitely rather be doing that because I actually get to write and stuff. So that'll be nice. So it's a lot later. I kind of just forgot to keep updating you guys. I think it's about 7 o'clock actually. I just got back from dinner with one of my friends. I made some stir fry at the self-serve station. It was delicious. I went to the gym earlier and I did a leg day, which was a really good workout. I haven't had like a really good leg day in a while. I can already tell I'm gonna be sore tomorrow. I think I'm blurry right now. But yeah, like I said, it's 7 o'clock and all I have to do tomorrow that I haven't done is my grammar homework, but I don't think that'll take me more than like half an hour. And then in seminar tomorrow, we're workshopping me again. I'm actually really looking forward to it though. I put in a short story and then the piece that I read at my reading on Monday, which is like a nonfiction short story essay, I don't know. But I'm very curious to get feedback on this, on both of these, because when I had the meeting with my professor, he told me that he liked my short story so much that I should think about trying to get it published, like submitting it to literary magazines and stuff. And then personally, I just really like the nonfiction thing. I think it's kind of funny. So I'm interested to get some feedback on it, but that just means that I don't have any other homework for seminar because I already finished the advice letter or whatever for the other person who's getting workshopped, because there's 2 of us. So I think to finish my grammar homework, and then I think I want to work on my book a little bit tonight because I haven't worked on it a ton in the past few days and I kind of want to catch up on that. Good morning, happy Thursday. I am rushing a little bit because I poorly planned out this morning. I got up early. I woke up at like 7 and my first class isn't until 10, but I like took my time in the shower this morning because I was planning on making coffee in my room and not having to go get it, and then I realized out of coffee, so I wasn't just gonna go without. So I'm gonna go grab a cold brew and hopefully make it time for my 10 o'clock class. It's 9:40 right now, so we'll see. I'm getting workshop today, so I better be there. So yeah, I have my 2 classes today. I have senior seminar and grammar, but since today is my last day of classes for the week, I'm really hoping, since I don't have homework that like I need to get done before tomorrow, obviously, then I can use more time than usual to work on my book, because I've been stuck revising and rewriting the same chapter for 3 days. Like, this chapter just needed like basically needed to rewrite the whole thing and like refigure it all out. It's been taking me so much longer than like everything else, so I really want to get that done today and like finally move on to a different freaking chapter. We are cutting it real close. So I just got back from my workshop, which I did make it on time for, and it went pretty well. It was actually really helpful. Everyone liked both my pieces, which was really nice. I'm like cleaning up while I'm talking, but it was actually really helpful because the short story that I had in there, I had put through workshop before when I was abroad with my advanced fiction class in England, and so I had changed a lot after that workshop to the point where I thought I may have taken too much out and like it wasn't clear anymore. And so having like a totally new set of people read it, it was clear that I had taken too many details out because people were like confused about things that I wasn't sure if people were going to be confused on. Like the situation in the story, I want to be vague, but obviously I need to have just enough detail in there that it's still like clear what's happening, and so that's something I obviously know I need to work on now. So yeah, I have grammar in like an hour. I realized I only forgot to do one of the exercises, so I'm gonna do that. It'll take me like 5 minutes. Make some lunch, then head over there. But in addition to like us all talking about it during class and stuff and hearing everyone's verbal feedback, part of the class assignment is you have to write a letter to every single person about their piece with all of your recommendations. So now I have a huge stack of letters to go through. So I just got back from grammar and it is a beautiful day outside. It's like 70 some degrees, super sunny. And so my friend's in the shower right now, so I'm just gonna wait for her to get ready, but then we're gonna go try a new juice and smoothie place and like take our work there with us so we can have some smoothies and just hang out and get some work done. I'm actually thinking instead of jumping straight into working on my book, because it's like clear in my head, I think I'm gonna try and work on revising my short story because I know exactly what I want to do to fix it now. So I think I'm gonna work on that while that's like on my brain and while I have the feedback fresh in my mind, and then maybe if I have time I'll jump over and start working on my book for the day. And I forgot to eat lunch. All I had was some hummus and carrots earlier, so I'm really hungry. I got the smoothie, but it ended up being really loud there, so we just stayed for like half an hour and came back, and my friend had to go to work anyway, so now I'm just gonna try and get some stuff done here. I need to do some laundry and go to the gym. Hello, it is much later now. It is 7:45. How did it get to be so late? I don't even know what I was doing. I think I just wasted like an hour on Twitter, honestly. Nothing productive at all, except I did my laundry and I put all my laundry away. I was planning on spending all night working on my book and writing and stuff, which I'm still planning on doing, but now that it's already 7:45, I don't know how long I'm gonna work on it, but I have tomorrow off. I'm not going in to work, so I can like stay up later, so that's actually not that bad. So yeah, I'm going to grab a bottle of wine and a snack for my writing night, which should be nice, and then yeah, I'm just gonna spend the rest of the night writing. Yeah, I ended up getting way more than just the bottle of wine. I always do that, but it's okay. I actually like needed to get some groceries, so it was a good thing that I came. So I got the big bottle of wine so I can stop coming back to pick up a bottle of wine every couple of days. That probably tells you that I drank too much wine. But the like stock cold brew coffee that I usually get, I don't know if it's new or if it's just new to my grocery store. They have the cold brew latte made with oat milk, like a big gallon of it. So I got that to try. I'm very excited about that. That sounds really good. I needed a loaf of bread. I was out of some chickpeas, so I got some of those. I got a couple of protein drinks, the like chocolate ones that I like for after my workouts. Then I got the wine. I already said that. I got some candy. I think that's it. It was $30 though. That was more than I was expecting it to be. Just a little writing update. I finished the chapter. So I'm currently working on my revisions and I'm trying to problem solve because I feel like there's like an imbalance in the different subplots and like where they appear in the manuscript and like how much I'm focusing on them and if they're like consistent throughout. And so I chose a different color sticky note for the different like focus of the chapter so I could see visually like obviously where I'm focusing too much on one thing and where like something like disappears for too long. So hopefully this will help me figure out. I have my outline right now and I'm trying to figure out like where, if I could move things around or if I just like need to add things in. So yeah. At first I thought there was just one problem area because I had like 5 in a row that focused on something, but now looking at it, I think there are a couple of problem areas. But yeah, I don't know if you can tell, it's like pouring rain outside, so I'm waiting for it to stop because it's supposed to stop this afternoon before I go anywhere, so I'm just focusing on revising until then. Kind of looking like a mess, but it's sort of coming together. So I just got some like kind of surprising news. I mentioned that I've been doing like a bunch of job applications and interviews and stuff, and so there's this one company that I interviewed with, I want to say like a week, maybe 2 weeks ago, and I thought they had like passed on me and that they had moved on to someone else because they had been looking for someone to start immediately, and I was like, well, I'm not, you know, graduating for another month, so I'm not even in the same state. And so they're like, okay, we'll get back to you. And then I hadn't heard anything from them for like 2 weeks. So it's like, oh, obviously they went with someone else. And then I just got another email from them saying we would like to proceed further and they want to have another interview over the phone. So that's good news. I thought I just definitely didn't get that. But anyway, I'm gonna take a break. So I'm gonna go run to the mailroom and then go do a quick workout at the gym. And then when I get back, honestly, I think I might do some work on my group project, even though I really just want to keep working on my book. I know I need to make a little more progress on that project first. So it's almost 4 o'clock. I got back from the gym about an hour ago. I did chest and triceps today and it was a really good workout, and I just made a rough draft of my slides for the presentation, but I got a good start on them. You can't see that at all, but I just made like a rough draft of like 5 slides. I'll definitely need to work on it later, but I feel good for just like having something written down. Hey guys, so it's about 6 o'clock now and I think I'm gonna end the vlog here. So I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for hanging out with me this week, especially if you've made it this far in the video. I have a feeling it's gonna be a long one. But yeah, feel free to subscribe and stick around if you're new here, if you want to see more videos from me. If you like this video, I'd appreciate it if you give it a thumbs up because it helps out my channel a lot. And feel free to follow me on my other social media, all of the usual stuff. Do let me know though if you liked me incorporating the like writing stuff into this vlog, or if you would rather have the separate writing vlogs like I used to do. I'm definitely planning on doing separate writing vlogs once I graduate and I'm out of here because I feel like it'll be easier to do it then. So for now I was just like lumping them together. Just let me know what your thoughts were on that format. I would be interested to know. And other than that, I will just see you in my next video very soon. Bye.
So hit me. So hit me. So hit me. First a confession. With you I feel a connection. With you it's